Let's see. We should be recording right now. Hello, people. Hello. A very late video. I am sorry. My recording equipment is actually decided to start working again, but only when I do art. Anyway, I have some possibly positive news regarding the Bending Ink Machine community. It appears like Sheena Ray has backed off away from Anastasia P slightly. Either she's gotten the hint or maybe finally understands that, yeah, I'm just making myself look like an asshole here. I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't particularly care that much, given that there are other things I'd rather be focusing on. As an update to the Vic Mignogna situation, Judge Chump, and no, I'm not going to call him Judge Chup. Oh, respect, no, I'm not going to respect him, because what pisses me off about him was he had an opportunity to tell Monica Real and Jamie Marchi, the main two focuses of this video, to stop antagonizing the community. And instead of telling him to stop antagonizing the community, what does he do? He sits here and he panders to Monica's little, I'm just trying to heal the anime community crying. Okay, first of all, let's go one thing straight. This video is about how Jamie Marchi and Monica Real were never really a part of the anime community. I'm sorry, that's fact. They never really were. And the reason they never really were is quite simple, and we're actually going to go into that in this video. The reason they were never really a part of the community was because they never cared to be a part of the community to begin with. Had they showed any form of remorse or something for their actions, that may be different. But they're gloating about a victory. They're gloating that they got off without even a slap on the wrist for antagonizing the community. And you see why I'm upset. Put simply, Monica, Jamie, you and I both know why you're not members of the anime community. You and I both know you two have been pretty much doomed and excommunicated from the community for other reasons. But in case you needed a reminder, Miss Marchi, Miss Real, the anime community is composed primarily of gamers, comic book fans, and people who are a big part of pop culture in other aspects of it. That's right. We are already diverse. We are already numerous. We are already, progressive and accepting, yada, yada, yada. The whole alphabet soup. We are already that. We don't need Jamie Marchi or Monica Real's feminism. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. These two bitches are toxic feminists. We don't need them in the anime community. We never did, and we never will. They were never a part of the community to begin with. It was all about power to them. It was all about, how can I screw over this guy, Vic Mignogna? That's all it was to them. And in the end, they don't realize it. But I do. I see it. I saw their lines go from, how do I put this delicately? Oh, that's right. I don't. I saw their lines go from something that might get them a lunch at a convention to barren, empty. Good luck getting one person. So they can pretend that they had people all they want to. But I think the truth is revealed when you take a look at Vic's line from HawaiiCon, a convention where, not many people make it to HawaiiCon. It's not a very big convention at all. It's actually kind of tiny. Like, tiny. Like, it's pretty much just a hangout for creators, commentators, and guests. That's pretty much what it is. It's kind of sort of just a hangout. To have Vic Mignogna have a line at HawaiiCon says a lot. And to have Vic Mignogna starting his own studio says a lot. Now, I'm not sure if Monica Real or Jamie Marchi want to really get into this. I'm not sure if they are really prepared for the end-all be-all of this, the little argument that they have with Vic, so to speak. I don't think they are thinking in the right capacity. Because Jamie Marchi and Monica Real are thinking, oh, we're hot dogs in this community. We're high in the community. No, you're not. No, you're not. Monica Real and Jamie Marchi are not pillars of the anime community. They're not. We're trying to protect the community. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. How many times do we have to tell people like Jamie Marchi and Monica Real, we don't need you talking for us. We can speak for ourselves. I recall there being quite a few times before Jamie Marchi and Monica Real where that very statement had to be hammered into the head of the bastard that was doing it. I recall a time when that very statement had to be screamed at the top of somebody's lungs. You don't speak for me. I recall that statement being made very well. And I don't think Monica Real or Jamie Marchi understand. I recall that statement being made before they were a part of the community. You see, Jamie Marchi, Monica Real, we don't need feminism in the anime community. We don't need you in the anime community, and we did quite fine without you before. We're gonna do quite fine without you again. We don't need people who are going to call us misogynists, bigots, Nazis, or terrorists in the community. We don't need people who are going to divide the community by saying men don't belong here. We don't need that in the community. We don't need your feminism. We don't need your politics, and we don't need you. The fact that we have said that before Judge Chump freed you doesn't seem to hit your head hard enough to break through that thick-ass skull of yours. So, let me spell this out in a way in which Monica and Jamie can understand. You done played yourself, you bitches. And for once, I actually am grinning like a Cheshire cat as I'm watching you tumble down this road. And I don't know what's going on with my manga studio. Go figure. But I, for one, am quite enjoying watching you burn, because I get to see your line go from something where you may have gotten a lunch at the end of the day to, well, let's put it this way. I got to see you go from having people in your line to having nobody in your line. Isn't that right, Miss Marchi? You had nobody at that convention, didn't you? Nobody wanted to see you. You were just employees. You were not ever a main character. You weren't ever a main focus. You never were. And because you never were, it becomes even more perplexingly obvious that you lost everything when you Me Too'd Vic Mignogna. You lost everything and you started to spurg out so badly. So badly. That at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, Vic Mignogna still has support from his fans. And you, Jamie Marchi, Monica Real, you two have lost everything. It's not a matter of if you find yourselves excommunicated from the fandom. It's a matter of when you find yourselves excommunicated from the fandom. And in this case, the fans have spoken loudly, they have spoken clearly, and they have spoken out against you two. Monica Real, Jamie Marchi. Isn't that right? You wanted to distort how people saw Vic Mignogna. You wanted to distort how the fans saw Vic Mignogna. And it didn't work out, did it? It didn't work out because you two failed to realize one thing. While you weren't a part of the anime community,